Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluento, everyday English for real life. It's so good to have you here with us again. I'm Anna, and today I'm joined, as always, by my curious, thoughtful, occasionally dramatic co-host, David.
Occasionally dramatic? I feel like that's accurate and unfair at the same time. But hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here. Anna, you sound excited today. Is it because of our topic?
I am, because today we're talking about the future, how to talk about your future in English, how to express plans, hopes, dreams, possibilities, all the things that make life interesting. And honestly, I think this topic always makes people a little more open, a little more reflective.
Absolutely. Whenever someone talks about their future, they reveal a lot about themselves, what they care about, what they hope for, what they're scared of, too. And for language learners, this topic is great because there are very specific structures in English that come up naturally: will, going to, might, may, and all those everyday expressions.
Right. And we're going to explore all of those, but not in a textbook way. We'll do it like we always do, through conversation, examples, stories, and all the little cultural moments that make English feel alive. So just relax, maybe make a cup of tea, and let us talk to you.
Speaking of the future, Anna, can I ask you a very simple, small question? What is one tiny future plan you have? Something small, like what you'll do tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I will finally clean my desk. It looks like a small mountain of papers had babies and multiplied overnight. And what about you?
Tomorrow, I'm going to bake banana bread. I bought bananas that are already too brown, and we all know the rule. Brown bananas equal banana bread. It's destiny.
See, this is a perfect example. You used "I'm going to bake banana bread" because it's something you already decided, and I used "I will clean my desk" because I decided it just now, in this moment.
Exactly. And I love how in English these choices tell a story. They show how certain we are, how prepared we are, how spontaneous we are. Language isn't just grammar, it's personality.
That's such a good point. And talking about the future gives people permission to dream a little. Even students who are shy often open up when we ask, "What do you hope to do next year?" Or "What might you do in the future?"
Yes, because the future feels safe. You don't need perfect grammar to talk about something that hasn't happened yet. You just need imagination. Actually, this reminds me of a student I had in Japan years ago. She was quiet, painfully quiet. But one day we were practicing future plans, and I asked her, "What is something you want to do someday?" She looked up, and suddenly her whole face changed. She said, "I want to see the northern lights." She almost whispered it, but it was the first time she shared a dream, and suddenly it felt like I really knew her.
That's beautiful. And it shows why learning to talk about the future is powerful. It's emotional. It's personal. Also, culturally, different countries talk about the future differently. Some cultures love planning everything, while others are more go with the flow.
In the US, people love future goals. We ask kids, "What will you be when you grow up?" when they're like 4 years old.
Oh, yes, in many European countries too. And in English, people often casually ask questions about the future, like, "What are your plans this weekend? What will you do after work? Are you going to travel this summer?" These questions come up in daily life all the time.
Yes, and for learners, it's so useful to feel comfortable answering these questions naturally. But since we're talking about the future, Anna, what about a bigger plan? Something for next year?
Next year, I'm going to take a photography class. It's already decided. I found a course near my house. I love capturing small, everyday moments, and I want to learn to do it better.
That is so you, and I can already imagine you holding a camera carefully like it's a baby bird. Okay, my turn. Next year, I will finally start writing a book, a real one, not just notes in my phone that say things like chapter ideas, and then nothing else.
I love this. You just used I will because it's still in the idea stage. A strong idea, but not an official plan yet.
Exactly. And honestly, I think saying it out loud makes it more real. You know, English learners often ask, how can I stay motivated to practice English? And I always tell them, talk about your future in English. When you say, I will read more, or I'm going to watch English videos every day, it becomes a promise to yourself.
Yes, future language can be motivational. When a learner says, I will speak English confidently someday, it creates a direction, a path. Even if the journey is long, the sentence itself carries power.
Speaking of journeys, do you remember when you moved to London for the first time?
Oh, yes. Moving to another country is a huge future plan. I remember saying, I'm going to live in London for 1 year. That was the plan. And then life surprised me, as it always does, and I stayed much longer.
Right, this is another thing we should teach today. Future plans can change. That's normal, and the language changes with them. Sometimes we think, I will do this, but later we decide, actually, maybe not.
Yes, so we use might or may. For example, I might travel to Spain next year. I may start a fitness routine. I might learn French. These show possibility, but not certainty.
I love how gentle those words sound. Might and may feel soft, like you're leaving space for life to surprise you. Actually, speaking of surprises, one time I told someone, I might get a dog next year. And 2 weeks later, I had a dog. The future arrived faster than expected.
You and spontaneous decisions, but this is a great real-life example of how English reflects life. Sometimes might turns into will. Sometimes going to becomes not going to anymore. Sometimes I will definitely do this becomes, well, maybe next month.
Exactly. And that's okay. We're humans, not calendars.
That should be a t-shirt.
I'd wear it proudly.
Something else important about talking about the future is that it often reveals our values, what matters to us. Some people make future plans about family, like, I'll spend more time with my kids, or I'm going to visit my parents more often. Others talk about health, like, I will exercise 3 times a week, or I'm going to drink more water. And some talk about dreams, like, I will write a book. I will open a cafe. I will travel the world.
Yes, and sometimes the smallest plans tell the biggest stories. For example, when someone says, I will call my grandmother next week, it tells you about love, tradition, connection.
I love that. And learners often think they need big, dramatic sentences to sound natural in English, but actually, daily life English is simple and emotional. I'm going to organize my room. I will rest this weekend. I might try a new recipe. These sentences are practical, meaningful, and incredibly common.
Speaking of recipes, do you know what I love about the future? The food possibilities. I mean it. Every future is a mystery until you decide what you're going to eat.
That is the most David sentence I've ever heard.
Thank you. Okay, let's go a bit deeper now. Let's talk about dreams. Big dreams. Long-term dreams. Things like, I hope to live abroad someday. I want to start my own business. I want to study again. I hope I will meet the right person. I dream of becoming fluent in English. These sentences are powerful. They carry emotion.
They do, and they show another structure. Hope plus to, want plus to, dream plus ing. And sometimes people say one day, which is my favorite way to talk about big future dreams. One day I will speak English confidently. One day I will visit New York. One day I will buy my own house.
One day I will finally understand why socks disappear in the laundry.
Not sure English can help you with that one.
Still, we can dream.
Let's shift a bit. I want to talk about predictions, talking about the future based on what we think or believe. We often use I think, will. For example, I think technology will change quickly. I think people will work from home more. I think my country will get warmer in the summer. These are not plans, they are ideas.
Right, and predictions can be personal too. I think I will travel more when I'm older. I think I will change careers one day. I think my English will improve if I practice every day.
That last one is very true. Future predictions can also be hopeful. They can create a positive mindset. I believe I will get better. I believe I will find happiness. I believe I will achieve my goals.
This reminds me of something. In many cultures, New Year's Eve is a time when people make predictions or promises about the future, resolutions. Like, this year I will lose weight. This year I will stop procrastinating. This year I'm going to start saving money. Even if we don't always follow them, we love the feeling of possibility.
Yes, it's a universal moment, a fresh start. And many English learners make language goals for the year. I will speak English every day. I'm going to join an English group. I might take an online course.
And one of my favorite future questions is the classic interview question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, yes, and many learners struggle because they think the answer must be perfect. But honestly, even native speakers often don't know.
Absolutely. If someone asked me that 5 years ago, I never would have predicted this podcast.
Same. So if you're listening right now, don't worry about having a perfect answer. Just express your hopes. In 5 years, I hope I will be working in a job I enjoy. In 5 years, I think I will live in a different city. In 5 years, I will be more confident.
And here's something important. Talking about the future doesn't mean you must have everything figured out. Sometimes the most honest answer is, I'm not sure yet, but I'm excited to find out. Or, I might do this, or maybe something completely different.
Exactly. The future is flexible. Language gives you tools, not rules.
Anna, let me ask you something deeper. What is something you hope for your future? Something that comes from the heart.
I hope I will always stay curious. I hope I will keep learning, keep growing, keep discovering beauty in small things. And I hope I will always help people through language, the way I do now. What about you?
I hope I will continue meeting people who inspire me. I hope I will travel to places that challenge me. And I hope, truly hope, that I will keep becoming a kinder version of myself.
That's beautiful.
You know, I think our listeners feel the same. Many of them are learning English not only for work or school, but for something deeper, for connection, for opportunity, for confidence.
Yes. And if you, dear listener, are hearing this now, we want you to know your future in English is bright. You will improve. You will speak more easily. You will understand more. And you will feel proud of yourself, maybe sooner than you expect.
I love that. Before we close, I want to encourage every listener to think of one sentence, just one, something about your future, something true for you. It can be a plan, a dream, a possibility, a hope. Say it out loud, even if your pronunciation isn't perfect. Something like, I will learn more English. I'm going to travel next year. I might start a new hobby. I hope I will become more confident.
Yes, say it with belief. Your future begins when you speak it.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. It means everything to us.
And we would truly, truly love to hear from you in the comments or messages. Tell us one thing you are going to do next week, or one thing you will do in the future. Use the phrases we talked about today. You never know who you might inspire.
From both of us, keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep speaking. Your English future is waiting for you.
See you next time.
Take care, everyone.